in
Wow.
September they're going to drop the rates. Remember I
Yeah,
said this.
no, no, you nailed COVID spot on. So you're probably right. And it's like all this money printing, it's gonna crash our economy eventually. People don't understand. They just want to push it to the future, and you can't do that forever. And I don't know, either the dollar will become worthless or we won't pay it. It's going to be a drastic. I mean, we won't get to this podcast, but it's going to be a drastic crash that can happen to America from our debt.
It's pretty, I can tell you in not even 30 seconds what's going to happen. The thing that allowed the Americans to print this much money with low inflation, besides the interest rates for such a long time, is the
Mm-hmm.
fact that the dollar was the world reserve currency and the fact that almost all oil transactions were done in US dollars. If you go back to the year 2000, 75% of all currency reserves were US dollars. That's insane. And over 93% of oil transactions were done in US dollars. Now, especially since BRICS came about, in 2025, the US only makes up 57% of world reserve currency, and it's losing almost 1.5% annually. And that is actually increasing year over year because of BRICS. And oil transactions are now down to 70% US dollars from over 90% just 25 years ago. So the writing's on the wall. The fiat currency of the US, especially with 40 plus trillion, almost 50 trillion in debt by the time Trump's done, is going to be it's going to be a slow, steady decline until it gets to the point where all the countries have unloaded all their US treasuries because they want to do it, but they got to do it slowly or they'll
Mm-hmm.
devalue their own treasuries and they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. So if you look, China's getting rid of like 20 billion a month. So by the end of the
Wow.
year, they'll get rid of 200 billion, which is a third of their treasuries almost. So they're getting
Dang.
rid of them as fast as they can without causing upheaval. So if people want to know what's going to happen with the dollar, that's what's going to happen. It's going to keep losing more status as world reserve currency. Within 10 years, it will no longer be the world reserve currency. And if they don't do something about the debt crisis, the dollar is then going to lose significant value to the point where the U.S. Purchasing power is going to disintegrate to like third world country status.